So I have a crazy rule for my 2025 What's in the Bag, and that is that one brand cannot dominate more than one category of the bag. So, for example, if I have a Ping 3-wood and a hybrid, which I do, then I can't have Ping anywhere else in the bag. If I have Strixon irons, which I do, I can't have Strixons anywhere else in the bag. So that has been my ethos of constructing my bag for 2025. I put this clip up from my podcast when I first announced the rule, and it definitely had some mixed reviews.
I'm setting a rule for the bag this year. No brand can occupy more than one position in the bag.
That's interesting.
So if I have a TaylorMade driver, I don't think I can have anything else TaylorMade in the bag.
Really?
Like, yeah, you can only dominate.
TaylorMade fairway woods are
But that's what I'm saying. You can only dominate a category. So you can have woods, you can have irons, wedges, and putter and ball.
Okay. So you could have a TaylorMade 3-wood with the driver.
Yes, because it's in the woods category, right?
Okay.
But no one brand can dominate more than one category of the bag. I think that's going to be my rule for this year.
I had people call me an idiot, all types of comments. It was great. But I think this might be my most favorite way I've ever gone about testing. It's forced me to think outside of the box, try different things, go down rabbit holes that I haven't explored. I love it. So the bag is almost completely put together, and I wanted to give you guys some updates on some adjustments I've made and some of the things I've done. And there's some gameplay footage in here of me hitting shots, so it's not just me in the car. So don't worry. Okay, so first thing, if you didn't see my video yesterday, the AI Smoke Max is back in the bag. I just don't see a world where that leaves the bag. I'm hitting a great. I've been hitting a great nonstop, especially with all the swing updates I've been doing and all the grinding. It has been great. So top of the bag, AI Smoke Max, phenomenal. Then we got my Ping G430 Max 3-wood, which I hit great. I don't really have a need to change. Then I've got my Ping G430 Max 3 hybrid, which I hit great, but I had somebody like throw a little wrinkle into that today. Two pros I really respect here rave about the new G440 hybrid. They have other club deals and use this hybrid instead of their club deal hybrid. That's how good it is. So as somebody who uses that hybrid and has used every generation since the 425, I'm kind of like, oh man. So that might be something I might have to explore. I don't want to spend money, but I might have to explore that option. So that's one element. The irons. I went and got my Loft and Lies done with Kevin Stinson, who I talked about in my initial video about my irons. Link below if you haven't watched my iron video. And we adjusted everything 1 degree flat and actually 1 degree more loft. So my pitching wedge is at 47 and everything's just 1 more degree of loft all the way down, which is kind of nice. I'm hitting my windows. I like that. So all is well in that. And I'm honestly, I'm hitting it really good right now with my irons. I'm really excited where the swing is trending. Like a couple shots from today's round of practice was just like things are moving in the right direction. I love my irons, love the weight. It's all great. So no complaints there. Now, this leads us into the wedges and the undecided portion. That's why this is the final What's in the Bag video, because we still have some options in the bag in this section. So I've been testing PXG Sugar Daddy 3 56 Street Wedge full face. I've never been much of a full face guy, and these crush, okay? And going back to my rule, one brand can dominate more than one category. So like, because I have a Callaway driver, can't have Callaway anything else. Because I have Ping 3-wood and hybrid, I can't have Ping anywhere else. Got my Strixon irons, boom. So when it came to wedges, I had to kind of go outside of the box to think, okay, what wedges was I going to use? Now my 60 degree is an Edel wedge, which I really, really like. And so my buddy Dave, who I do the podcast with, one of my best friends, he had a Sugar Daddy 3 and he was switching over to the black Sugar Daddies. So he graciously donated it to my bag. Thank you very much. And it's awesome. I have never been a full face wedge person, and I love the look at this. There's something about the way it squares up that I really like, and the blade size progression kind of like works with my irons. Like, one of the things I don't like with certain wedges is that because the Strixons have a slightly longer blade length, like for example, I tried the Ping wedges. The Ping wedges look smaller than my pitching wedge. And there are some other wedges that look smaller than my pitching wedge. I've personally never had success with Vogies. I've tried them. I had the Jaws wedges. I haven't tried the Opus, but I've got the Callaway, so I'm kind of ruling those out. I've never tried Cleveland wedges, but I have a Cleveland putter, so that kind of rules that out. And sugar daddies have just been something I've been curious of. The only thing I don't love is the price point, but I'm hitting them great. So I threw an S400 in those, and I think what's going to happen is I think I'm going to stick with the sugar daddy in that wedge. I'm just waiting to see from a gapping perspective if I go 52 degree or 50 degree, and that's contingent upon seeing if this loft progression in my pitching wedge stays. So if I stay with like a 47.5 degree pitching wedge, which is where it is now, then I'll go to a 52 for my gap wedge. If I move it back to 46, then I will go with a 50 degree gap wedge. And then I'll go 50, 56, and then I have a 60 in the Adele. But honestly, the sugar daddies are so good that I kind of want to go all three with the sugar daddies. But that is so expensive. So thankfully, I got one of them graciously donated to me. Thank you, Dave. Everybody say thank you to Dave in the comments. But man, that's so expensive to buy two more of them. So I don't know. I may just go with the gap wedge because I really do like my 60 degree. I don't need to buy one, but I'm just loving how good the sugar daddy is at, like, you know, moving it over. I don't know. That is to be determined. So that's what I'm evaluating right now. Putter is the Cleveland. I do want to try the Oz, the OZ1, the new lab. I am curious about that one because it doesn't have the forward press. Maybe I won't pull it left like I pull the others left. But aside from that, I think that stays in the bag. Now, question for you is, does having a Cleveland putter violate my one brand rule? Because it's technically part of the Strixon family, but it's a different brand. So does that count? I need that vote in the comment below. And then the final thing is the ball. What am I going to do for the ball? I've been testing about 5 different balls right now. I think I've got it narrowed down to one. My options for balls is I have the TaylorMade ball available to me. I have a Titleist ball available to me. I have the Bridgestone ball available to me. I have the Mizuno ball available to me. I haven't tested that yet. But I've got a good amount of options. I can't play the Callaway ball, and I can't play a Strixon ball. And I can't play the PXG ball. So, got a couple options with the ball. Let me know in the comments if there's any balls in particular you think I should investigate that don't break my rule, because I'm including the ball in this. Now, if there is one ball that is just so outrageously good that it breaks my rule, sure, I'll take it. And that's kind of been my thinking for this, is like, I'm not religious to the fact that like it all has to work out this way, but it's forcing me to look at other things and kind of be strategic. And performance-wise, I don't feel like I'm giving anything up. I actually feel like I'm optimized at every part by kind of going about it this way, as opposed to kind of going one brand or maybe mixing some brands or whatever, feeling an allegiance to a particular brand. I actually don't feel like I'm giving up any performance in any category, and I'm kind of getting the best of all worlds. So the ball is just one I'm curious of. Like I've been going. I really like the left dash. TP5X I have all my hole-in-ones with. TP5 is also very good. I really like that ball, and sneaky long with the driver with the TP5. Like whenever I play it on the course, I just end up in like spots where I go, didn't expect to be here. So that's a really good ball. So we'll see. That's to be determined. So anyway, that's the state of the union right now for the bag. Let me know in the comments below if you think there's anything I'm missing or need to investigate. Because we only have a little bit more of the off season left. So we're running out of time, but thankfully, good percentage of the bag is already sorted, and I feel like we're in a good spot. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys. And I'll catch you on the next one.